You ever see you guys do the tricks with these things?
No.
Like twirlers. I can't do that.
Can't say that I've ever tried.
Give me a 1 minute warning.
Yeah, whenever you're ready. By the time we stand up and make the pledge of allegiance.
Time 4 o'clock. I'm going to call this meeting to order. It's the Redevelopment Commission of Warsaw, May 3rd. If you'd all please stand and, as our tradition, do a pledge of allegiance to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay. Begin with the first item on the agenda, the approval of minutes of the last meeting from April.
Tim, you might want to make a note that some are here virtually and
Oh, yes. Let's see. Jeff Gross is joining us virtually. Correct?
as is Jeremy.
And Jeremy Mullins. Welcome to both of you. Thanks for joining us. And we'll, as I said, we'll begin with the first, welcome back to Chamber to our meeting.
Thank you.
Yeah. Glad to have you. We'll begin with the approval of the minutes of the prior meeting of April 5th. Anybody, everybody should have gotten a copy in their board pack. Is there any corrections, additions, deletions, objections? Hearing none, I'll entertain a motion.
So moved, they be approved as presented.
Mr. Snodgrass makes a motion to approve as presented. Do I hear a second?
Jeff Gross, second.
Jeff Gross seconds. Okay. We will then have, I guess I'll do a roll call vote since we have one virtual. Start with Mr. Snodgrass.
Yes,
Yes. Mr. Gross.
Yes.
Yes. Mr. Clondares.
I will abstain since I wasn't here.
Okay. And I will vote yes. So the motion carries. And they are approved as presented. Okay. Moving on to the approval of claims. Would you like to run us through that
Yes.
list real quick, please?
So we have $475.80 from American Structure Point. It's for ongoing work on the Buffalo Street Plaza project. Barnes and Thornburg Professional Services of $217.50, I believe, is for work on the resolution that you're going to see. A&Z Engineering, $6,746 is for ongoing engineering for 300 North project. Plough Shadley, $280.50 is for ongoing work on the Argonne Road and Warsaw Chemical project. Baker Tilly Municipal Advisors, $1,450 is for, I believe, overseeing one of the bond issues, the arbitrage for our bond, Airport Industrial Park bond.
Okay. Are there any questions regarding any of those claims?
How close are we to being finished up there on 300 North, Jeremy?
Not, we probably got most of the rest of this year before the plans are done.
Okay,
And 200 plus? About saying?
Yeah, so we just looked at 60% plans. Today, we got 60% plans for 200. I think we had 60% plans for 300 about 3-4 months ago. So they're working on them, but it's quite a bit of, their storm drain. And obviously gravel road now, and we're turning into an asphalt road, so there's storm work that'll have to be done and a lot of engineering.
thank you.
Okay. Any other questions? We'll entertain a motion to approve.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Okay. Do I hear a second?
Second?
Second. As presented?
Yes.
I assume. Okay. Do the roll call vote for that, for the claims. Rick Snodgrass?
Yes.
Jeff Gross?
Yes.
Yes. Mike?
Yes.
Yes. Tim? Yes. That motion carries. Approved unanimously. Okay. Moving right along on the new business for tonight, as the first item on the agenda is the Northern TIF no pass-through. I think we've dealt with this each year at this time.
Yeah, so it's not necessarily, so it's all the TIF, no pass-through, so it's northern, then you have it listed at the top, redevelopment, northern TIF, redevelopment allocation, redevelopment TIF, Winona interurban, north residential EDA, and the south residential EDA. Every year to describe any pass-through revenue to all taxing agencies before June 15th. So this will be sent out this week, once you approve it, that we are not passing through any TIF in any of the redevelopment areas.
Okay. And this is consistent with prior years that we've done this?
That's correct.
Okay.
It's consistent with the reports that I provided you about a month ago. That talked about all of our bond issues, our debt payments, project list, basically for the reasons why we're not passing through any TIF, because those TIF funds are needed for those bond repayments, bond coverage, and the outstanding projects that we have yet to complete.
Okay. Are there any questions regarding this? Okay.
One note of interest I saw here on number 4, Wayne Township, you still have Sheila Berner as the Wayne trustee.
Yeah, it's an old list.
Yeah. I just caught it and I thought
I
I'd let
have a
you.
new one on my,
She has the new one. This is just the,
Studebaker's not with
yeah.
sorry.
Tom Ganser.
Yeah, I got that. I have a current list. Jeremy didn't get it. Sorry.
Can we just list the name of the organizations?
What is attached here is not even really, this doesn't go, it's not relevant. What's important is the first sheet that you
Right.
sign,
Right.
that gets mailed to the agencies. This is an old sheet that's attached to the form that I fill out every year and adjust based on what TIF districts and the dates. Kim has the updated one.
Okay. So these agencies will all be notified?
Yes, all the agencies will be notified. The people that are on here may not be, that's old, it's outdated, but she has the updated list.
Okay. Okay. Any other questions? Hearing none, I'll entertain a motion.
So moved.
I'll second.
You want to tell what your motion is to approve?
I move the redevelopment allocation.
You can just say
You could-
TIF, no pass-through.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. TIF
You're
no pass.
approving for approval.
Yes,
Okay. As presented.
sorry.
That's all right, that's all right. Mike, you seconded that?
Second. I'll
Thank you.
still second it.
still second. Okay, we'll do the roll call vote. Rick Snodgrass?
Yes.
Jeff Gross?
Yes.
Yes. Mike Lendares?
Yes.
And Tim, yes. Motion carries as presented. Okay, next item on the agenda is the Tractor Club.
Yes, you have a request from the Tractor Club, Echoes of the Past. They use antique tractors and kind of go through their list. They would like to farm what property is available within the tech park that is not being used. I told them to write you, the Redevelopment Commission, a letter requesting your permission to do so. Because that road goes through there and a number of utilities, I mean, we haven't farmed it out in the last year. So if you, I did talk to Carrie, it's coming from Tom Groninger, who's past board of directors. I don't have an issue with it. It's just fallow ground now, so if they want to plow it, and I think they donate the money to a nonprofit, so I don't have an issue with it.
Jeremy, is there liability coverage in case somebody got hurt?
That's a good question. I don't know if they have insurance.
They did mention it in this.
Did they?
In this memo here that they would provide proof of insurance.
Proof of insurance. Oh, yeah. They're
Item
fully
number 4.
insured and can provide proof of required. So I'll have them provide us proof of that insurance.
I missed that.
They do bring up a good point, and I was wondering, should we have signs out there posted that there's no off-road vehicles in?
We could, but
do we need it?
we haven't had any issues.
Okay,
I mean,
is that all right with everybody?
I guess now that we just told the whole public, we haven't had any issues, no.
Yeah, suddenly it's,
We'll keep an eye on it.
okay, fair enough. If we do have incidents, we can always add it.
If we have incidents, yeah, we can do some
But
posts.
having some crops in there will
Yeah.
deter. They're
Yep.
they're absolutely right about that. Okay? So it covers insurance.
Thanks for pointing that out. I read through there, but that got by me.
It's all right. Any other questions regarding this? Hearing none, I'll entertain a motion. Hopefully to approve.
Jeff Gross, I move to approve.
Thank you, Jeff. Do I hear a second?
I will second that.
Mike seconds that, okay. We'll do the roll call vote real quick. Rick Snodgrass?
Yes.
Yes. Jeff Gross?
Yes.
Yes. Mike Condaris?
Yes.
And Tim, yes. Motion carried as presented, so will you take care of notifying them?
Yep.
Uh,
Yeah,
we
we'll
have approved
notify them that Redevelopment Commission approved it,
Okay?
and tell them to provide us a copy of their insurance.
Yeah, I was gonna suggest that we at least have it on file so we can show that we did our due diligence.
Mm-hmm.
Got the insurance policy on file in case, God forbid, anything happens. All right. Moving on, the Wesler Engineering lift station.
Oh, yeah, so you have a contract before you for an engineering contract to design the airport road lift station in Forest Main. A few years back, we had Wesler do a study of that area and what it would take to service not only the Warsaw Airport, but a large area surrounding the Warsaw Airport to locate an area to put a lift station. This is the engineering contract to complete that design so that we can take that lift station in Forest Main out to bid.
Okay. I assume it's necessary and required to.
There's possible development that's going on up there, and this will also provide access to the airport, which does not have sewer, is on septics, so the airport can tie into our sewer system.
That's gonna be one long line.
It'll be a force main, so right now the location is about midway between the north-south runway, if you were looking at it.
Yeah.
Obviously
Oh, okay.
not in the runway, but from a
That
location distance, and then the force main will run all the way up and back to 15, yeah.
Okay.
So the gravity line's at 15, but there's no way to gravity feed from 15 all the way back.
Right.
So we're gonna put a central lift station there that'll service all of the airport's property and adjacent developable land.
Okay. Good. Okay, any questions?
And that's on property currently owned by the city, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I assume it's similar to some of the other lift stations we've had.
Yep, we'll
Passed in that
probably,
area.
we're doing we did a preliminary study on the south lift station. I do not have a contract for that yet, but that'll be coming. It probably won't, we'll reimburse it, but it'll probably go through the sewage department until our southern residential TIF starts generating revenue, and then we'll reimburse that cost in that contract.
Okay.
I have a silly question. When they say duplex submersible pumps, is that a brand name or is that a design name? When I think of a duplex, I think of
It's a
two. Are there
design.
two?
There's two pumps, there's a backup
Backup.
pump and a pump.
Okay.
So if the pump goes down, the backup pump will kick on.
Okay, thank you.
And then there's a backup generator, if the power goes, I mean, it's all part and parcel for the design.
Good.
Cool.
Any other questions before we? Hearing none, we'll entertain a motion to approve.
So moved, we approve the Wesler agreement.
Rick Snodgrass makes a motion to approve as presented for the lift station. Do I hear a second?
I'll go ahead and second that.
Mike seconds that. Okay. We'll proceed with the roll call vote. Rick Snodgrass?
Yes?
Yes. Jeff Gross?
Yes.
Yes. Mike Lenderis?
Yes.
Tim? Yes. So that contract is approved
Yes.
as presented, okay? And move on to the next item on the agenda, the resolution 2021-0501. And you want to explain a little bit
Yeah, so
about
this,
that?
this resolution is amending the Northern TIF, or Northern Economic Development Area, and it says amending the plan to that district, so we are not expanding the district, but we are amending the plan, and we're amending the plan to include Cross PVD UV Coating and Finishing Corporation as a taxpayer. By doing so, we will collect any personal property taxes generated by them will go into the TIF district. And they'll be locating in the original Winona PVD facility.
Be the one right behind Medtronic building?
Yes, yep.
Okay. And it's all real property and personal property?
Well, the real property's already in.
Oh, that's right, because it's not owned by...
Because of the name change, Winona PVD is no longer in existence.
Right.
The equipment that's being purchased by this company, in order for it to be collected taxes as the Winona PVD equipment was, we have to designate them a taxpayer. So that's all we're doing, is just designating them a taxpayer.
Okay.
Are they in there, or when will they be in there?
I don't know specifically, but my understanding is they are hiring, so
Okay.
I imagine, the equipment never left the facilities. So the equipment was still there. Now, in what configuration it is versus where it was, that I don't know. But the equipment never left the facilities.
Great. That's great. I'd make a motion to approve Resolution 2021-05-01.
Mike makes a motion to approve. Do I hear a second?
Second?
Rick Snodgrass makes a second to approve as presented. Do the roll call vote. Rick Snodgrass,
Yes.
Jeff Gross,
Yes.
Mike Londeris,
Yes.
and Tim says yes. So that motion is approved.
As with any amendment, this will be back before you at the next month. It'll go through the Plan Commission and the City Council, and then back to you for final approval next month.
We should see this again then.
Should, yes. Yep,
In the next month or so.
yep.
Okay, very good. Okay, next item on the agenda is the transfer request for funds from Winona, Winona Interurban.
Yeah, so this transfer request is for two different funds, Winona Interurban and Northern TIF. My memo has an error. It says Anchorage Road. It should say Argonne Road. So the first transfer is $5,000 for professional services, and this is for ongoing redevelopment efforts centric to the Argonne Road corridor plan, corridor redevelopment efforts. The second two requests are $100,000 for professional services, which will help pay for the engineering contract we just approved for the Northern TIF lift station. And the remaining $7,000 as requested on this transfer is to cover debt service. Like I had stated in the memo, when the airport sewer bond was done, the repayment schedule that I had was apparently not correct. Huntington Bank had sent the correct repayment schedule to Lynn, but I did not get that until after we'd already approved the budget, so now I got to move some money in to cover that shortfall.
Sure.
But I do have it now, so going forward, we shouldn't have this issue anymore.
Good. Anybody have any questions?
Are you allowed to say what's going on in the Winona Interurban TIF?
So we're just working on a couple of different projects. Obviously, we have the IHCDA grant application with Real America. We're discussing a potential project with a developer of the GACI, and then we're also in discussions with Warsaw Chemical about what their future looks like and the cleanup of that property. So just a lot of different pieces we're working on.
Great.
So this will go also to the city council and come back?
Yeah, so the city council will approve it, but since it's your budget, your budgets, this is just the statute that's in, they approve the budgets, they sign the transfer, but it's your budget, so it's imperative that you understand that we're moving money and approve that I'm requesting to move that money.
Always interesting to know what would happen if we did not approve. Never mind.
Well, the bills wouldn't get paid.
Sorry.
Never mind.
Yeah, never mind. Silly question. Okay, are there any objections to this? Any questions regarding the transfer of funds? Hearing none, I'll entertain a motion to approve as presented. Anyone?
Okay, I'll step up again. I would make a motion to approve the transfer request out of the, into the Interurban Fund and the Northern TIF Fund.
Okay, Mike Londeris makes the motion to approve as presented. Do I hear a second?
Second?
Rick Snodgrass makes a second. We'll call, roll call vote again. Rick Snodgrass,
Yes.
Jeff Gross,
Yes.
Mike Londeris.
Yes.
Tim says yes. So that motion carries. And you can present it now to the city council. Will that be presented tonight?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's on the agenda.
So we'll probably, all right, very good. Okay, that's all the formal items I had for the agenda tonight. Was there any other old business or other business to discuss?
I think we're working on ribbon cutting for the Buffalo Street Plaza. I think we have a date and a time. I'll make sure that you're all copied on that date and time for that ribbon cutting.
Can you
think I'll be-
guarantee no wind?
I cannot guarantee any of
Degrees.
that. I can't guarantee
No
it won't
rain.
snow.
Are you afraid to get your hair wet? Mike?
It's just been so windy.
Hopefully by then, the railing, the final pieces of the railing will be up, the pavilion or the gazebo will be done, and the
Taking
fountain, the interactive fountain will be fired up, so
Excellent.
getting close. But I'll send out an email to all of you. I want to say it's like May 21st at 1 o'clock or something like that, but
Okay.
latter part of this month.
Good. Do we have any projected date on the completion of the Center Street senior apartments?
I think by this fall, so, yeah, they want to be occupying or moving people by this fall, so.
Will we get a
Soon.
tour of that?
I can get you,
We'd
I'll
love to.
I'll talk to Brian with
No-
Englewood
no
and see if
rush.
we can set something up.
Yeah,
Yep.
very good. I mean,
You need a motion to adjourn?
yes, we do.
So made.
Mike makes a motion to adjourn. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Jeff? Okay. We are adjourned.
See you tonight,
Thank you
Jeff.
very much, everyone. Appreciate it. Boy, they were quick.
Yeah, we couldn't even end the meeting. So like, bang,
Bam.
done.